Give a huge round of applause for Padmashri awardee Dr. Prahlad Rama Rao.
India's supersonic cruise missile Brahmos
Akash air defense missile to the Brahmos supersonic cruise missile,
Akash surface-to-air missile
delivering devastating accuracy and speed.
one of its most feared weapons.
Made in India air defense system.
The Brahmos missile.
The Akash missile system.
Indian forces fired the Brahmos missiles and this completely changed the game. Pakistan was unable to detect the missile, forget intercepting it.
Brahmos, India's first supersonic cruise missile.
I would like to take this moment to introduce the anchor for this session, Rohini Didi.
Hari Om. I'm truly having a fangirl moment, honestly. It's not every day that you get to sit side by side with a Padmashri awardee. So before we even begin, a lot of gratitude, a lot of love to you from every single heart and person sitting here. His work has been the defense of this country. At a time we didn't even know we needed it, he had already thought of it. Some of you have seen me in this space. I come with a little baby. I'm a new mama. And as a new mama, you often need help, right? And the help that I have is my mother. She always, before I think of what I need next, she'll preempt and keep it ready. Be it food, be it clothes, be it something for the baby. And I was thinking, we call this country Bharat Ma. He's the mother that takes care of Bharat Ma. He preempted what anyone could have even dreamed of and took care of all of us. So thank you, sir. We'd like for you to please share a little bit about your journey.
Hari Om, good evening to all of you. Swami Mitranandji, Swami Anukoranandji, and all my young friends here, and maybe some not so young friends. And I'm really, when I enter the campus and come here, it is a very unusual happiness that you feel that you are in a place which is so sacred, so philosophical, but so energetic with all of you there. So I was thinking what I should share with you other than my technical things which we worked for almost 20 years to make a missile system. So what I thought I will, two parts I will share. Some 10 minutes about how the missile system was realized by about 1,000 scientists, engineers, technicians, administration, all over the country. Like, you are from all over India. So my team was all over the India. And then the India before Sindoor, India after Sindoor. What difference it makes for India as a nation and for all of us as citizens, what difference it makes. This I thought I will share in two parts. So, first part is when 1983 started, when the government of India decided to take up missile development in a big way. Because till that time, we were importing every missile from either Europe or USA or Russia, any country, and we used to use imported missiles. And maybe yesterday you would have seen Modi ji is telling, every village, every town I will go and tell them, do not use any imported systems. I don't know how many of you, because for me, it's a revolution. Because we have been telling since a long time that why you go in the morning, you open your house, everything is imported. Starting from toothpaste, it is so. So he says same thing. If India has to be an economically strong country, and economically and militarily strong country, we should say make ourselves. So that responsibility is there. So how Sindoor has changed all of us, that I will bring out. That I'm happy that Modi ji also has said same thing, that if you want to be a strong country, you make it here, use it here. Whether it's military items or commercial items or day-to-day items, it's same formula holds. So in 1983 it was submitted, and Dr. Kalam was the director of a lab called DRDL. I was a scientist. I was hardly 35 years. And so I used to work with him for some simple calculations, mathematical modeling, simulation, things like that. So when the government of India approved 4 projects to be made for Indian, one short-range surface-to-air missile, medium-range surface-to-air missile, then anti-tank missile, then ground-to-ground surface-to-surface missile. These 4 missiles were identified by Army and Air Force, not given by us. We asked Army and Air Force, for next 20 years, 30 years, what is the weapon you require for defending the country? So they gave these 4. For that, Dr. Kalam added a 5th, saying that based on his experience in SLV, Satellite Launch Vehicle at Thiruvananthapuram, the same booster can be used for short-range ballistic missile, short-range SRBM. So he added the 5th project. So it became 5 projects. And Kalam was the program director, Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. This is one program which is well configured in Government of India, where the development, research, development, then eventually entering into production has been integrated and given for all the 5 projects. The next same decision has come yesterday for the AMCA, where government has given 15,000 crores for making the 5th generation medium combat aircraft, and industry will work, give you at least 5 aircraft to show that it is ready for serial production. This is called the integrated system. Same way IGMDP was given. At that time, 350 crores for developing 5 types of missiles, and also funding in the same money for production agency to take it to fabricate and give, not simply do in a lab. So funds were given to industry and DRDO. This model, same thing replicated yesterday for AMCA, development and integration, both R&D and industry. This is a very good comparison, and I am sure if they follow same guidelines as IGMDP, it will be totally successful. This is what we all hope. So we are given, and then in 84, Prime Minister at that time Indira Gandhi came to inaugurate the IGMDP, and we were all put in a shed because we didn't have any buildings at that time. Some shed was there, so we vacated and we all went, and she gave a talk. And before that, she has to announce who are the 5 project directors. No? Kalam was supposed to tell 5 missiles, 5 project directors, what is the name of the person and name of the project. So there I was called as the project director for medium range surface to air missile system, and title was given Akash. That's how this came up. And You can imagine, I was just married and 35 years, and I had didn't make any missile system. I only studied in my classroom for 2 years. So he said, so I was very worried, first of all, happy that I've been identified by Kalam, because all other project leaders were very senior people, 40s, 50s. I am only, so I was happy I was picked by him, but I was also apprehensive. Am I going to give a good name, get a good name or a bad name? We don't know. Suppose it fails. They say, we know this fellow cannot make it. So I was really very apprehensive. But one thing helped is he was behind me. Anything I raise an issue, he'll say, don't worry, I am there. I know you will do it. I have made it responsible for you to do because it takes for 12 to 14 years for the missile system to come. And you will see that see the light of the day. Because if you put senior fellows, they may retire. You will see that it will be successful, then only you will be happy. So that's happy. So we all used to see, we have given to army, given to air force, thousands of missiles. And what they do, they go every year on some range, they have a test range. That test range, they fire few of them against targets given by them. And if everything works all right, they say, yes, it is ready, combat ready, but there is no war, there is no battle. This used to happen, but we never thought it will be really used in a war. So when the war took place and we got the first television news that Akash has been very successfully, accurately, precisely, I was, we were really, I was really, my voice was choked and I didn't know what to say. And my wife was watching the TV, said, what happened to you? I said, I only said one thing, I wish Kalam was there. Because we miss him a lot because without him I would not have made it. Definitely. Same way, without him, Brahmos would not have been made. So, very interestingly, when he went to Russia, I was with him to Russia for so many technical things we are discussing. So one day, that managing director of a company called NPOM told Dr. Kalam, I want to show you something, you come. So Kalam, myself, we walked along a long corridor in his company. Everything was, the Russians, if they don't want to show you, they'll put 2 curtains, left and right. So you have to walk between 2 curtains. So you don't know what is that side, what is this side. They are very sensitive about it. So we took it, we went a long corridor, then on the stand they put something which looked like a missile in parts, not a full missile, some pieces, 3-4 pieces. So Kalam was saying, what are they showing? I said, I don't know, sir. Let's go and see. So when we saw, he explained that they are making a supersonic cruise missile with their technology and half developed, but it is stopped because there is no money. They are waiting for somebody to fund. Because at that time, Russia was going through perestroika, there was no money, there were a lot of happening things, and professors are not getting salaries, people did not getting a job, and the ruble, you have to go to buy something, you have to, what is the cost? They will say 500,000 rubles. It used to be like that. The ruble value became so low, you have to buy in thousands of rubles a glass of milk. That was the problem in Russia at that time. So then he said, okay, I know you are trying to make, why are you showing it to me? He said, Kalam, come. Then he took us to his office and told that let India participate, give money for us to complete the missile development because it's stuck. The work is held up, scientists are there, engineers are there, they don't have money to go to next activity. So he came back and we submitted a proposal. Then this was approved and then later it went to, as you know, success stories took place for the Brahmos. And every 3 months, there will be a big team coming from Russia to India to carry out the test, assembly, test, discussion. We go there, same work, in their range we go assembly, test and discuss. And very interestingly things happen. But I want to show something very interesting, which is, because you are all in a, he used the word, adhyatmik. So what used to happen, we used to go for launch campaign. You know, when we go to launch campaign, we do all work for maybe 10 days, 15 days in Balasore, in Orissa, Chandipur we used to do. And next day morning, launch. Because we take so many days to prepare a missile, keep it on the launcher, do all the tests in the blockhouse and do it. So when we do it, the tradition we used to go to the launch pad when before the final launch countdown takes place, and the project director will go and break a coconut in front of the launcher. See, this is our belief. We think that whatever mistake we have done, so I hope nothing is wrong, it will be success. So we break a coconut and then come. And then only we go into the blockhouse for a countdown. So the Russians also used to come. They were wondering what the hell these people are doing. Where is coconut? Where is Brahmos missile? What is happening? So they were all watching some first launch. They watched. It was a good launch. So after 2-3 months, they came again. Second launch took place. Again, same coconut. So they are wondering, these guys are crazy. So then third time they came after another 3 months. Same, because the same team used to come. Again they came. And the Russians were there. And we all went to break the coconut. So we see these people removing their shoes. Russians, 3 people, key people, they removed the shoes and came to, they said, give me a coconut, I want to break. So we were astonished. What is this? You know, in Europe or anywhere in the world, removing a shoe is very rare. They don't remove the shoes at all. And he says, they remove the shoes, socks, and say, give me, I want to break. Then we didn't know what to say, but we had to give a coconut. We broke and third launch also. Then we asked him in the night, post-flight analysis, why the hell you are doing? No, sorry. See what happens, we also launch missiles in our place. We were in Russia. We do not get continuously 3 successful launches. So we thought something is there which makes it success. So why I should take a risk? So I So that is how the people, see our belief, our faith. See, we should, what he was telling, even Modi ji was telling, we are confused. We are confused. But when we do it correctly, there is some logic, there is some spirituality, there is some science in it, everything goes there. But only we can appreciate, no other fellows cannot appreciate. Russians appreciated and came and joined. So it's a big success. They never thought it will be a success, one thing. First they thought, no, government of India will not fund. Then they thought we will make a mistake. Then they thought we will not succeed. Then they thought we will not go to production. But everything was null. We went to production. We made many of them indigenous. Whatever we are importing from Russia, we made ourselves. Now, at least 4 countries are in the queue to buy Brahmos from us. Similarly, 4 countries are in the queue to buy Akash. So, this, according to me, all the credit for these 2 missile systems go to only Kalam. We are the implementers. We are the implementers. I agree. Myself was there. Dr. Shivatam Pillai was there. Many of us have worked for the program, Brahmos, Akash. But as you say, he was behind us. He was the one who is the architect and who made it happen. Like as I am telling you, he's the coconut. Because of him, we all success. so this is what happened. So you should see the Akash video I brought. Afterwards, I'll cut to you because they will appreciate after.
3, 2, 1, now.
हाल ही में इंडियन आर्मी ने एक वीडियो सामने रखी है दुनिया के, जहां पर आकाश मिसाइल डिफेंस सिस्टम की पावर और उसकी टारगेट एंगेजमेंट की एबिलिटी दिखाई गई है। यहां पे आप देख पाओगे इस वीडियो में कि आकाश किस तरीके से टारगेट को ढूंढता है और डिस्ट्रॉय करता है। और पॉसिबिलिटी काफी हाई है कि वियतनाम या फिर फिलीपींस बहुत ही जल्द भारत से आकाश एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम परचेज भी कर सकते हैं।
You see, we have shown one long range. That is a range that means interception from the launch point. It is going to take place around 25 kilometers. Then highest altitude, up to 20 kilometers, anything flying it can take. Then at short range, see what happens sometimes, the aircraft, the enemy aircraft, they will purposefully fly it very low, below tree level, so that the radar can not capture it. So when the radar cannot capture it, you can't see it for a long distance. Suddenly you see it coming very close in front of you. Then the challenge is, when it is very close, first of all, it is almost like a treetop. Then you suddenly see the time available for you to react, to launch a missile. Missile has to go, maneuver quickly, and intercept the target, become very, very short. It will be, everything happens, finally everything happens 5 seconds, 6 seconds. And every millisecond become important. That was a big challenge for the Army and the Air Force. Sometimes the missile may be launched at a low altitude from a short range. How do you handle? So we have to make special algorithm, special software, and also make some changes in the hardware inside the missile and inside the radar to see that it happens. So that's what we showed to the Army and Air Force. They are very happy. Now we have seen Vietnam, there are 4 countries, Vietnam, Philippines, Armenia, like that. Even Brazil is looking for this missile for them. So when the Sindoor took place, there were 2 challenges. See, they will attack us from aircraft, helicopter, unmanned air vehicles. How do we see that they won't cross the border and enter Indian territory? If they cross the border and enter Indian territory, then they may drop bombs, they may do any damage. So the local population in the completely along the border totally unsafe, because they may carry heavy bombs, any other type of weapon, it will be dangerous. So we should never allow them to cross the border, enter. That is the defense what we require. That is where Akash was the prime missile, because their ranges are very short range. They are not launching from long, deeper. They don't have aircraft which can fly 300 kilometers and drop. They have to only fly 100 kilometers. So Akash was able to intercept. This is defense. Offense is, after that when our adversaries went saying that we are having ICBMs, we are having ballistic missiles. Like that they mention, whether they really want to launch or only it is a threat. But we wanted to show that we can reach their location and destroy. So one is defend, they won't allow them to come. Second is, we go deep inside their region, and so that's what their Brahmos was the right missile. It can travel 300, 400 kilometers. It can go with high speed, 3 Mach. With that speed, no radar can track and no intercept can take place because they are all flying at low altitude. So it was an ideal weapon. If you send it to now they have put to 9 stations have been attacked. And once the Brahmos takes off, it knows the coordinates of each of the stations very accurately. So the missile will simply go and drop the warhead near that place. And it cannot be stopped, it cannot be destroyed. So once it is launched, you have to only pray God that it should not come to me, that's all. You can't stop. So that we showed 9 of them. Or later, I think totally about 15. The exact number we also don't know. It may be anything from 9 to 15. And surface to air, we don't know exactly how many. But that stopped them from both attacking and also don't talk anymore that I have got A, B, C, because they have nothing. So so they had no choice but to say, let us talk to each other and stop the war. So this is a good thing happened because the war was stopped. And the people at the boundaries, the international boundary, became very happy because there are no more threats. Now, this success, of course, what we learn from this success and what is that we can do as all of you here, what is India has learned before Sindoor, after Sindoor, what we should do differently. So one sentence I remember what Dr. Kalam used to say, strength respects strength. If you are not strong, people will do mischief. Be strong so that nobody will dare to do mischief. So you have to build your strength, economic strength, military strength, both are required. So unless you show the strength, now that we have shown the strength in the military arena, not only the India, not only our politicians, not only our public citizens, but the whole world knows now that India is a strong, militarily strong nation. Let us not try to do any mischief. So this is our strength has come. This is a good thing. And the second is, who all have learned from this? The individuals, the industries, the Army, Air Force, Navy, the politicians, and the whole world. So industry has come to know that their own assembled missiles, about 200 industries have worked for Akash, and another 200 companies for Brahmos. Nearly 400 companies in India have worked to bring the hardware, give it to the production agencies for this. So the production agencies now, for Akash, there is the prime production agency is BDL and BL. They are the own integrators, and then they supply. For Brahmos, they have got their own, the private company, so they have their own production centers in Kerala, in UP, in Maharashtra, and there may be some more stations. So production agencies got business for 30 years because the life of these missiles is at least 30 years. That is, once you get it, for 30 years you can keep using it. And during 30 years, if anything requires improvement, some fine-tuning, we are there. A team is kept in the defense DRDO and also in company Brahmos, so that they will be referring to the user feedback and do the fine-tuning, tweaking, modifications, upgradation, everything they will do for 30 years, 40 years. This is the understanding given to the government of the respective governments, what you saw. So that is one. So the industry is happy. Industry is happy for two things. One is their business. We get more business. Second is their technological level when compared to 1984 to 2024, the whole industry technology level has gone up so high. Now there are many countries who approach these 400 companies in India. As far you make this component, this module, this subsystem, make it, test it, deliver it. So there are many industries exporting directly to all over the world because their technology has been appreciated, approved, validated in this Sindoor. So their business goes up. So their continuous growth in business. So industry is highly benefited. DRDO is happy. Army, Air Force happy that they were total shabash, starting from Prime Minister to everybody. Our Army, our Air Force, our Navy, highly successful. They are happy. Users are happy. Then the common man, citizen, happy. I have talked to at least over last 10 days, at least maybe 500 people, 600 people. Everybody says, you have given protection, you have given protection to people. If not here, at least in the border areas, you have given protection. It's a big relief. People can be in peace. They can sleep in peace in the house, without worrying some attack. So this is also the common man is satisfied. Now, globally, the India's stake, India's recognition has gone up that as you say, in the high table of global discussions, India has to be seen with respect. It is not that, chota hai, underdeveloped country, ye to nahi hoga. So these are the benefits that have occurred to us. If these are the benefits, what is our responsibility? All of you youth, we should also know our happiness, but our responsibility also has gone up. We have to do better. And just now you heard Modi ji is telling, I was talking to Mehtanand ji. See what happens, the youth of the country, the Vikasit Bharat by 2047. One thing is, it is doable, number one. I am convinced. Number two is, we will be at least, if not second, at least third country in the GDP. We are at least number 3. From 4, we will go to 3. From 3, we may go up depending on these so many factors. Definitely, we will be third country economically by 2047. Third is, we should be totally make in India. Our country, our products, our knowledge. Because we have demonstrated now, the same people, a sample of same people, 1,000 people have worked for Akash, 1,000 people have worked for Brahmos and others. Who are they? There are people like you. That means you have demonstrated technically, managerially, and also as a team, we can do wonders. So have a belief in yourself. I don't have to tell you, you have to believe in yourself that we as a team, we will take India to Vikasit Bharat. Modi has given a statement, we all give statement, but who will do it? You have to do it. So your responsibility has gone up to see that Vikasit Bharat will happen when you are the one who are going to enjoy the benefits of Vikasit Bharat. We have given the platform, we have given the tools, techniques, managerial capabilities, and political will. We are given. So now your responsibility has gone up tremendously. So I recently, I attended a small conclave in Delhi, arranged by Arnab Goswami. Sir, he asked me, you come and talk. I said, I don't have anything. You are talking nationalistic conclave. I said, this looks very complex. No, sir, you come. I know you can talk. You come and give a talk for 5 minutes. So I went and talked. What the message that was given is, if you do anything, a technical thing, it may be managerial thing, it may be social, it may be philosophy, whatever you do, before you do, ask a question. Is it good for Bharat? If you think whatever you're doing is good for Bharat, do it. If it's not good for Bharat, come back. Don't do it. That's all. Message is, first question yourself, what I am doing, is it good for Bharat? Only one question. If you are convinced it's good for Bharat, go ahead. It may be testing, it may be fabrication, it may be anything, it may be teaching. But if you think what you are doing is not good for Bharat, please don't do it, withdraw. This is the only two sentences. This is what we had a full day conference, conclave, and we all agreed that this should be the spirit, very simple to follow, but that will make a huge difference in India, huge difference. Because we are finding many places, this is not happening. We are doing is good for me or good for you or good for you. It is good for Bharat, we have not questioned. We have only said good for us, let us make money. Good for us, that is something else is objective, but not the good objective. So these are the two things I thought before Sindoor is our concern, after Sindoor is our confidence, and our responsibility has gone up tremendously after the Sindoor. Before Sindoor, our concern was tremendous. We were perspiring every day what the hell will happen. And people have played with our thinking that we are weak. So we have shown that we are no more weak, stop playing. So these are the two things we have learned. I thought I will tell you these two things. Then of course, you have seen some videos, you have seen many things you have seen. So I thought I will allow you to ask questions and interact more. Then I give a talk because you know what are the two missiles. Both missiles. So based on the question, if anything required, I can get more details. And if you think you have a good idea, you can share ideas. We all welcome any good ideas. Okay. So open floor.
So my name is Bragadish Riban. I'm from Huzur. So the question for me is, what is the difference between surface to air and surface to surface missiles?
See, surface to air is Akash. You launch from ground, it attacks the target which is flying. That is surface to air. It is from ground it goes, destroys target in the air. Surface to surface is, target is stationary, like a Air Force station or a command center or a building, anything. Like somebody will even target Rashtrapati Bhavan. That becomes a surface. So you surface to surface means one location to another location on the Earth's surface, that's all. And you should know the coordinates accurately. If you know accurately, the missile is so intelligent, it knows where it is, it's flying at what speed, what height, everything it knows because of the inertial navigation and GPS that it is having both. Every missile has inertial navigation and GPS. It knows exactly where it is, how it is flying. And it knows where it has to go. So it is called dead reckoning system. You don't need any other input. It will simply go accurately and explode the warhead. So that is surface to surface. In the surface to surface, we include ship also. Surface targets are stationary. Ship is not stationary but moving so slow speed. It is also like almost like a surface target. You have to only track how the ship is moving. At a very low speed and the flight is so fast. It may have moved only 100 meters, so you can go and attack. So this is surface to surface. Okay?
What will be the technical difference between the both missiles?
Huh?
Technical difference?
Totally different. The propulsion is different, control is different, aerodynamics is different. Every part is different. Surface to air is totally, you have seen the missile, no, Brahmos missile, surface to air. So Brahmos goes in a different way, the aerodynamics is different, propulsion is different, control is different, electron is different. Same thing here. Totally they are two different animals. You are telling, compare between a scooter and a car, it's like that. Totally different. Technically they are totally different. Mission also totally different. So inside also, only thing is, for a surface to air, the type of warhead is very small because the target is only aircraft. You have to need a small warhead to explode. You saw the video where when the target is very missile very close to target, the warhead explodes. Warhead explodes, the target gets destroyed. Whereas for a surface target, you need a big warhead, heavy warhead, because you are going to attack a big building or a big station. So it has to carry big warhead. So therefore, missile is big. It goes, but both have different objectives, so the different warhead will be made.
Namaste, sir. I want to know where does the technological capacity of Bharat stands with relation to other developed countries like China, USA, and Russia if in case any full-scale war happens with any of these countries or other adversary countries?
See, technologically you have seen what China has got ICBM, the biggest threat. We also have got ICBM. IRBM, we also have IRBM. Surface to air, you have seen, we also have, they have. So technically, we are at par. There is nothing to worry. They may have more numbers. We may have less numbers. But doesn't matter. Because we have to, it's only across the border only it will happen. Tanks they have, we also have got. Soldiers, they also have got. So there is nothing to worry with. If they have more number, it doesn't matter. How does it matter? We are only going to have a war in only one location. So technologically there is nothing. And we have made systems as good as their system. You have seen many of Chinese have, they have seen dud missiles, dud rockets. So we are technically equal or superior. Numbers may not be so, but the technology level is same for IRBM, surface to air. In space also, space war may take place. Now space is catching up because they already put the man on the moon, things like that. We are yet to do person. Now the ISRO has started the human missions. So once we do human mission, then we are at par. So we will be at par. Once ISRO clears a human mission, we are at par. In space also. In satellite, we are making our own satellite. Not a problem. And all of you should know one more thing. What government has done of late is they are asking more and more industries to come up with taking space products and also defense products. Space and defense. Government has given freedom. As long as it is made in India, there is some percentage, so up to 70% something, it has to be Indian resource. Then it can be Indian made. So that with that condition, they are opened up the complete industry for defense and space. So that we do, the DRDO and space will do only which cannot be done by industry. Like space, human mission, they cannot do, only we can do. Similarly, futuristic is we are calling hypersonic missiles. That is, missile can fly at Mach 6, Mach 7. Today, missiles, the cruise missiles, go to Mach 3. We have got Brahmos, Mach 3. We want to go to Mach 7. That is what we are trying. That can be done only by government. Private cannot do because huge money, huge resource, and uncertainty. So we are all doing. So the ISRO and DRDO will do what industries cannot do. That is the spirit. What industry can do, will allow them to do. So they will employ more people, industry. They pay market salaries so that the individual will not be at a government rate. He will be paid more if required. So that is the change in whole scenario with the government. And the first example you have seen in guided missile program, now we are going to combat 5th generation, 6th generation combat aircraft, where private industries can directly join and compete with HAL and maybe jointly do also, collaboratively do, if not competitively, that's also allowed. So things are changing. Opportunities are huge. Your energy is huge, all of you. Your energy is huge, your networking is big. But your nationalistic fervor should come. Because otherwise, you have seen people, any multinational company, the CEO is mostly Indian, most of the places. But that is not nationalistic. That is good. As a country, our intellectual power, managerial power, honored, respected by everybody. So that is one way good. But if the country is in trouble, like what you asked recently, you need people here who can give the national strength. So use your strength for nationalistic achievement. That's all is the difference. Otherwise, we are smart people, we are good people, we are dynamic people. But we need leaders to direct us. We need, I will say, probably more Kalams. We need more Kalams. Not that there are more Kalams. We have to identify, pick him. See, I was not created. I was identified and picked. You have to pick people with technological capability, managerial capability, and nationalistic feeling. All the three should be there. If you can pick like that, there will be future collapse. You don't have to wait. So this is what government has to do. If that is done, I think we will be 2047 Vikasit without any doubt. And all of you will reap the benefits, I'm sure. And we will be there to watch.
Hari Om. My name is Ashwani. For looking forward in technology capabilities, looking forward to 2047, what are the course? I am looking for masters as a mechanical design engineer. What are the course I should pursue for making India developed at 2047? Can you suggest some and from where? Thank you, sir.
I will suggest. So if you want to be a good technological leader or a technology leader, you know Dr. Kalam. Okay. So, what is where he got his master's degree, anything? B.Tech from MIT. No master's, no PhD, no. So what is required is not a degree. What is required, your capacity, capability, commitment, and nationalistic. That's all. If you have these four characteristics, see today the world is, anything you want to learn, you have to just open the net and learn in no time. But the other three things you cannot learn. Your capability, your capacity, your nationalistic feeling and team spirit. You can never learn. But subject you can learn. So focus on these things, communication, team spirit, capability, capacity, commitment, perseverance, leadership qualities. You learn this, the country will go. You don't worry about which degree, which college, how many marks I got. Just don't worry. What marks Modi got, nobody knows. But you hear him, he talks philosophy. It's amazing, no? Amazing. So you have to build, our challenge is build such people. Build such people. Then only things will be changing. We had such people. We had that, historically we used to have Gurukula system, Nalanda University system, which used to give us huge amount of information, and we found so many things which nobody in the world had found, starting with eclipses, science, metallurgy, agriculture, flying, Vimana, we were the first to do. I was reading Bharadwaja Vaimanika Shastra. He has told how the airplanes will fly and how the pilot, what pilot has to eat for flying aircraft. And amazing, I tell you, we are now talking stealth aircraft, no? 5th generation stealth. Kaisa karna, how to do, what material we are discussing. Today, 2025. But you read Bharadwaja Vaimanik Shastra, it is minus 3,000 years. He has told, in the Vimana when it is flying, if the enemy Vimana is coming, please use this kilaka. That means press this button. Then the aircraft will change its configuration. It will be looking like a cloud for the enemy aircraft. He has written 3,000 years ago. I was really amazed. How he can, it is a stealth. What we are talking, same thing we are talking. The aircraft flying, if you use the right materials and right buttons, it will not look like aircraft, it will look like a cloud. Color will match with the cloud, color will back to background. He has written Bharadwaja Muni 3,000 years ago. That means, is it a cock and bull story? I don't think. He would not, nobody could imagine like this 3,000 years ago, if there are no Vimana, there is nothing flying. So we are trying to now prove that the Vimana which Ravana really had to fly, which Rama used to go to Ayodhya, was existing. We are trying to technically, scientifically, using the Vaimanika Shastra to show, using the latest scientific tools, mathematical modeling, simulation, we want to show, yes, it was so because the following reason. So, we were a great country. We are misled, misdirected by so many things that happened. Why it happened also I want to tell you. Why we, India, lost to so many wars, Mughals came, so many people came, they took over. Because we did not have that strength, respect, strength. We were very happy. We had a lot of money, food, water, gold, everything was there. And so we used to enjoy life for music and dance and drama and architecture. We never thought somebody will attack us. But somebody attacked for taking away our wealth. So that is where we lost because we didn't have the strength to face the attack. So it was taken over by so many foreign agencies and countries because that time we did not ever imagine that somebody will attack. Like, you have a house in a village, you have a lot of money. Somebody wants money, he will come and attack and take. If you don't have any weapon to defend, because greed is there, they will take away. So that is why we have to have a strength. Then nobody will come to attack us. So strength, respect, strength. So this is there in every field, not only military, every field. We should have our strength. Yeah.
टेक्निकलिटीज़ में तो नहीं जाते, उसमें आप गुरु हैं इन सब चीज़ों के, ब्रह्मोस एंड आकाश के लिए सर वेरी वेरी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस हमारे इंडिया के लिए सर.
Congratulations to all of you.
Yes, congratulations to all of us.
It is a national treasure.
Yes,
not
sir.
Prahlada's weapon. It is
Yes,
a national treasure.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Some man behind missiles. ठीक है सर. एक चीज़ पूछना चाहूँगा मैं, लाइक वी एट चिन्मय मिशन are talking about youth, we at CHYK, like I would like to ask one mistake what you did in your in young age, like in हमारी एज में जो कोई ऐसे मिस्टेक की हो आपने जो आप हमें बताएं और उससे हम सीखें तो आपके जैसे सक्सेसफुल इंसान बन पाए. Sir, can you please enlighten us?
See, I try to recollect where I... Not that we made, as a team we made number of... See, we have seen so many failures. And when you launch a missile, it goes in front of you, it explodes within few seconds. You do a ground test, you ignite a motor, it explodes. You go to radar, and then you give a command for the missile to maneuver left and right, doesn't maneuver. You give a command to missile to move up or down, it will just start vibrating and fails, structural failure. So many failures are there, technical failures are there, but you are talking of as a person, not as a scientist or engineer at young age. Somebody asked me a very interesting question, I'll tell you, before I come to your answer. Somebody asked, sir, you are 35 when your Dr. Kalam appointed you as a project director. Yes, I agree. Sir, today what's your age? So I said, 35. So you don't age when you are doing work. So that's all. So what mistakes I did, which I suffered individually, personally, not technically, is you believe a person and do good work. Because our nature is to do good work. But at that time, we see that after some time, when you are in need, that person has not remembered even that some good was done. Then we all feel, did we do a mistake? Because when you are in need, that the person doesn't even remember, forget about doing anything bad. So did we make a mistake in doing good for others when he or she doesn't even remember? Then finally we achieved that even if it is a mistake, do it. Even a mistake, don't worry. Because you are done for your personal happiness. Somebody is in trouble, I have given you help. Even if you don't remember it, I don't care. Because I agree that I have helped you when you are in need. My conscience thought that I should help you. I have done it. So no return is expected. So though I felt many times people have ditched me or backstabbed me, I take it is a part of life. You have to learn like that only.
नमस्ते सर।
नमस्ते, हरिओम।
हरिओम सर, मैं अमृतसर से हूँ और हमने अपने छत पे से देखा है मिसाइल जाते हुए और हवा में ही डिस्ट्रॉय होते हुए। तो हीरो को हम कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे जो ह्यूमंस को या फिर किसी भी लाइफ को सेव करे? तो सर हमारे इंडियन साइंटिस्ट ने हमें सेव किया है, तो आई वांट टू थैंक यू सर। That's my question.
Thank you. I thought you asked a question. Thank you. Okay.
Hariom sir.
Hariom.
My name is Saket. My question today is, there are so many nuclear weapons which all the countries use almost. Why are countries allowed to make thousands of them when only like 10 or 20 are enough to create chaos in the world? Why are, like Russia has some...
Okay. I'll answer. See, they don't make thousands. See, there is a treaty, global international treaty signed by all countries who are making nuclear weapons. All of us are signatory. So that each country will declare so many nuclear weapon-based missiles are made. That is all agreed to among them. This is one condition. They cannot simply go on making. Okay. They can do research, but they cannot go on making. This is number one. Number two is no first strike. That means all have signed an agreement that ISU will not be the first country to launch a nuclear missile. Signed. All state heads, president, prime minister have signed. So nobody is supposed to launch a nuclear missile. So they are all safe. In case somebody takes over the government and he wants to launch, then is a different matter. Nobody can stop. If there is a fellow who can take over a country's government and launch a missile, but there are so many steps to launch a nuclear missile. There are the secret codes are there, procedures are there, processes are there, passwords are there, everything is there. It's not easy to launch a nuclear missile by anybody like that. So these are the two safeguards. But one more thing is, worry is, any time you make a nuclear weapon, missile, there is what is known as nuclear waste. Even when you have a nuclear energy in the reactor at Bark or at Kalpagam or Kaiga, there is a nuclear waste. That is, there will be leftover nuclear materials, either plutonium or uranium, which will not be used for any more energy generation, but it will keep radiating for several hundreds of years. It's not radiating for 1 month, 2 months, several. So how to handle that? That is a big challenge. The whole world is worried how to stop, how to... So what they do, they go to a mountain, they drill a hole, put inside the waste material, seal it and protect it so that after 300 years you can open it. Or go underwater, submarine, you go, dig under the ocean, bottom of the ocean, drill a hole and put it inside and seal it. This is the problem people are facing. They don't know how to handle it. At least they will not know, at least for next 50 years afterward, they will be worried what to do. So there is what is known as, see, there is nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Fission is bombarding and heavy atom to be split into light atoms, so you get energy. Fusion is light atoms fusing, that is hydrogen fusing to give energy, like what is happening on the surface of the sun. These are the two things. In the fission, there is a nuclear waste. In the fusion, no waste. But fusion, we don't know when it will succeed. Last 30, 40 years they have worked. They say it may take another 40 years. We don't know whether we will succeed. So that is not a question mark. Fission, no question mark, but nuclear waste, so people are worried. So they don't want to continue. So what is known as third route is cold fusion. That is what is happening on the surface of the sun at 10 to the power of 7 million degrees. Can we do at 1000 degrees? It is safe. It is not going to radiate anything. It will be not very high temperature, cost effective, low cost, affordable, safe, and portable. It can be portable. This is what is people are doing research. In at least 4 countries, 500 scientists are working. In 4 countries. India also is one of the countries. We are also working. I am doing research on this cold fusion for the last 12 years. So, if it becomes a good success, right now I am competing with China, USA and Japan. All are sunk, maybe millions of dollars and pounds they have sunk. We are a frugal nation. We are not able to get as much money as we want. We have made a request to government, including Modi ji, including the Senti minister. Please give money so that we will not be left behind. Otherwise, tomorrow you will say, India has not import karo. So, we are still fighting. And if we get big money, we will be able to do it. We are asking everybody, please see that India is not left behind as a second-rate country. Please fund so that this should be succeeded. This is where I am. See, this how I entered this because of Kalam only. Kalam, during his last year of his presidential post, one day he called me, Prahlad, you come. Say, guy, I want you to meet this fellow. He's from atomic energy. He wants you to do research on energy. I told, sir, I have done rockets, missiles, bombs, torpedo, radars, fighter, tank. How can I do energy? I don't know. I know you can do it. You do it. So he told me, do it. So last 12 years I am doing. We have done reasonably good work and we got good results. Now we are returned to Government of India, Ministry of Defence, everybody. We want to get substantial money so that we can, see, we are only some 30-40 people working. We want 500 people to work. This is the magnitude of challenge. So we are asking good money you give, we can do it. It is for the Bharat only. But we are not fully so far succeeded. We all will work together. I will take the help of Mitranand ji also. To go to Modi ji and tell, don't allow India to be second person. You have to be front line. Don't say, let Japan do it, then we will do it. I don't want that to happen. So we are asking everybody, we have talked to so many people that allow us to do, have trust in us, we will do it. So that is the ultimate nuclear, if we can succeed, it will solve all our problems for the next 100 years without any system. So there we are together, we are partners. Who forced me to be ME. I got a job in Bell as an apprentice engineer, about to join. So I was also called an interview letter from ISC to come for ME interview. So I told my mother, see, this job I have got, I will get salary from first. So I want to take a job. But the ISC, I have to go for interview. I don't know whether I will get admission. So I don't know. Then my mother said, nothing doing. You will do ME. So that is a turning point. I went to ISC, I did rockets and missiles, therefore today I am here. I think that's why I remember my parents, like I remember Kalam. I remember parents when all of you say, I wish my parents were here.